Hello everyone and welcome back to the Deercast. You are joining us on a very sunny Saturday in March, bizarrely. Look how beautiful this weather is. And we've taken this opportunity to clean, or do the first clean I should say, and polish of the new Hilux. Since you last saw us on a video, we have done a little bit of work to this. The garage have also done a little bit of work to this, which I'll come on to in a sec. And there is still more work to do to it, which we thought we'd share with you and talk you through it. I'm not quite sure where to start, but in terms of what I have done to it, I have mostly focused on the inside, and some of it quite unexciting, some of it a little bit more exciting. We've covered up the glory hole. We have replaced the gear knob handle that was pretty battered and worn. We've obviously put on some Fortis car seat covers, replaced the floor mats with ones that actually fit. We've also replaced any missing trim from inside, so the cup holder over on the other side was missing. The cup holder in the back was also missing. We managed to get most of it secondhand on eBay, so that was pretty good going. Again, you probably won't quite be able to see it, but there was a missing cup holder in the back there. That's all the stuff that's gone well. Some stuff has not gone well. So the back of the pickup is probably the bit that needs the most attention and work. And by that I mean sort of the bed of it. So firstly, the previous owner had lost the keys to the lock. So I contacted Hardtops UK, which is who make the back, got myself a new lock to go on there, fitted said lock, I thought very successfully. Stupidly, I did it late one night, so I wasn't really concentrating. Closed the back, and then the next morning I couldn't get into it because I hadn't adjusted the arms of the mechanism properly. So there is an ever so slight small gap in the back here, which using a coat hanger, I figured out I would be able to get to the opening mechanism of the window, but the coat hanger wasn't quite strong enough. So out of a water meter stopcock key, this is a hint and tip if you ever want to break into a pickup. Using an angle grinder and a blowtorch, I fashioned this. So I bent it there, cut off the other handle there, and basically figured out, with a bit of jiggery pokery, I was able to get this in and open the window from the inside. So you can probably see how that worked like that. I then climbed in through the side window and opened this from the inside. Since then, I've actually got that all working, so cost me a bit of money, quite a lot of tears, but that all now works. In the summer, we are going to sort the back of this more properly. So you'll probably remember the previous owner's dog has chewed all the back of this pretty badly. It's all got a bit wet and manky inside, so I've stripped everything out that I can, dried it out as much as I can. What we're going to do is finish pulling out the rest of this foam, put some new foam in, reline the inside of it with some hard-wearing sort of carpet material. All of these seals that are broken and worn and all the rest of it, I've got new ones for, and they'll get replaced. These two cables here that are worn and one of them is about to snap will get replaced. And then we're going to touch up any of the inside here with some hammerite paint. So mainly along here where you can see it's all worn away and starting to get a bit rusty. And that sort of job for the summer. Have got a replacement light to go on the inside of it as well. And then I haven't told Harold this, so this is going to be a surprise to him as well, is we might look at fitting some sort of winch system in the back here so that we can get deer in, and some sort of organisational system for gubbins and bits and pieces. This is the tow drawbar that we're going to polish off in the summer and repaint as well. So getting that looking a lot tidier as well. One thing I'd value all of your input on is we are considering replacing number plates with some sort of personalised number plate. So your thoughts and comments in the comment section below as to what we should look at. A lot of people have said try and spell fallow, row, deer, or Deercast or something like that. So your comments, feedback, very welcome. Everyone has told us to under-seal this truck, which I think they're absolutely right on, because if you, having washed it off this morning with a power hose, you can see it is all pretty rusty in some places underneath. Most of it, touch wood, looks like surface rust. we found somewhere locally that will completely strip, underseal, paint, all of the underneath. So I think that's what we're going to do with it, take and have it done before any of that gets any worse. Now, brought you around to this side because this is where the disasters start to occur, and I'm really hoping my wife never watches this video, because I told her buying a pickup would be a really good endeavour that wasn't going to cost us a lot of money, but so far it has cost a fair bit of money. So the first problem I came across was the handbrake was quite loose. I tried to tighten it up without much success, so I had to take it to my local garage. They discovered that both handbrake cables needed replacing, the drums needed doing. They then discovered whilst they were underneath it the prop shaft was slightly cracked, the universal joint needed replacing, and one of the brake cables was failing. So I had all of that done, and then as driving off the forecourt, I thought, well, I'll go and fill up with some fuel. And I pulled the lever to undo the fuel cap filler, and the way it works on a Hilux, for anyone that doesn't know, and there is a bit of trim here that's missing at the moment, is there's a cable that runs from here all the way up into the front underneath the dash, so that when you pull a latch, this then pops open for you, pretty much how it's doing now, and the cable snapped. So it's going back to the garage on Monday to have that done. So the garage have charged me to have this fixed and everything else. It's going to be about £2,000. So the truck hasn't been very cheap so far. And I'm kind of hoping that after this, I'm not going to spend a huge amount more money. The only other bits and pieces thinking about what we've done is someone recommended putting a fuel additive in to just kind of clean all the system out, which we've done. It seems to have made a little bit of a difference to the miles per gallon that we're getting out of the truck, which is good. And then once I've recovered and forgotten about how much money I have spent on this, I'd quite like to replace the stereo in the front with an Apple CarPlay system. A few people have recommended one from Kenwood and said that Halfords can fit them for about 500 quid, including the unit. So again, any comments, feedback on any of that, please do let us know. So critically, we didn't mention what has happened under here, and so far, touch wood, nothing's blown up or gone wrong under here. Now that I've said that, something definitely will. The first kind of step with this has been using a degreaser. I've been trying to clean up as much as I can. I'm still partway through the process, so don't judge me. All of the crap and dirt from underneath here, so we can actually see what's going on. There are a few bits of trim, etc. that are missing, so we've bought some bits online, like new fuel cap washer cover, because the other one over there is cracked to buggery, and we're going to replace some other bits and pieces. Once we've done that and once we've got it cleaned, we are then also going to service this. So air filter, fuel filter, don't know the life of the battery, so it's got 2 batteries. We're going to check that, and if they need to be replaced, replace that. Oil change, we're going to have a look at the diffs as well, and generally just give it a bit of love, and know that whenever we do that, it is fully sort of operational. The headlights have gone a little bit cloudy, which is kind of to be expected with an old vehicle, which I'm going to try and order a kit and give those a bit of a polish up, bit of a clean. I'm not sure that some of the cloudiness isn't actually just dirt on the inside, so again, we'll try and have a look at doing that when we get a chance. But again, this is kind of mine and Harry's first foray on cleaning up an old Hilux. So if anyone has done this before or has got any really neat ideas, please do shout. So I'm sure you're going to see much more on this truck as the days, weeks, months go on. Any other suggestions as to what we might do with it, then shout or drop a comment in the section below. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed the journey so far, and I hope you'll all join us on the rest of the journey with this truck. I've used it quite a lot out deer stalking, and it has transformed deer stalking for me in terms of having all the messy stuff in the back, dog on the back seats, front very nice and clean. You can get right up to carcasses, easy to get carcasses in, easy to get carcasses out. You just pressure washer out the back. Dropping carcass off at the game dealer is an absolute dream now. High and low range gearbox, so really easy to go off road with. This is a bit of a game changer. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video when I haven't spent that much more money on this truck.